Peace, beautiful souls. Peace, y'all. Hello. I just wanted to come on here real quick because I just wanted to put some information out there that just made me, feel excited about sharing it with you guys. And it's just more of a confirmation of the new energies that are out there. I'm sure that some guru or whatever probably already knew it and, was afraid to execute it. But I'm just going to say it because I think that it's a seed well worth planting for those who are receptive of receiving it. So I just wanted to say this. I had to go home and change my shirt because that fabric was lighting my skin up. I felt like I was on fire and it's hot here. So if y'all wondering why I got on a different shirt from this morning, they paused the live, y'all. They probably done put my thing where it won't reach out to nobody because they probably got a gist of what it is I'm about to say. But I had to change my shirt, so don't be dismayed. It's just that I changed my shirt from this morning. Yes, I'm at work, but I had to change my shirt. I had to go home and change my shirt, so that's what's up with that. But I just wanted to, as you can see, the power of energy, right? The power of energy. I just wanted to just put this out here. And like I said, I think some gurus and all these people know that, but, it wasn't really popular or safe. It probably still isn't safe to say, but I'm still going to say it because I think that it's all about the conscious level of thinking and how we perceive things. And this is just my perspective of what I think can be extremely beneficial, for us as a collective, unitedly so. So I had put on I did a short video saying about the energy, the power of energy. And I used the example of how we look at celebrities. And we oftentimes wonder why celebrities are so prosperous, even after, doing their stint and different things of that nature, right? And then when they are not active or what have you, they still have a level of prosperity, right? So if and this is just to get us to understand energy a little bit more, like how significant energy is in our waking life, every moment of our lives. So I just wanted to use this as an example to show you how powerful energy is. Okay. So when we give focus, right? When we put our focus, anything we put our focus on, it grows, right? This is the whole thing about, wherever attention grows and goes, it makes it grow, however that saying is or what have you. So when we give our attention specifically to specific energies or specific people, because if you see peace, beautiful soul, peace, thank you for gracing your presence here with your energy. I appreciate it. When we admire, right? When we admire, I'll try, IGB, be in its feelings sometimes, freedom for X. I'll try, I'll try. If anybody want to screen record for backup, maybe, that's just suggestion. But I would definitely try to save it. So I want everybody to get an understanding of how powerful energy is, right? And the part that we have a lack of understanding is how to manipulate energy. That part of our aspect and our being was kind of somewhat not put out there as inundatingly as the negative side of life is put out there, right? Because the benefit of that changes the dynamics of how this whole entire plane would be operating. It wouldn't be a control in the manner to which we see control now in this day and in this time. But I just wanted to get people to understand that's the alchemic part, the magic and all of those things that we have yet to really begin to understand on a collective aspect, because you still got people that still believe external things from themselves, like in religion and Christianity. And it's a big, vast amount of people that still believe in that aspect. So, that's the reason why that part of it is so stagnant, because everybody is still moving from an external value of understanding more so than understanding and overstanding, right? But I just wanted to put out there to give you guys a visual of how energy is harvested and how people take that energy and they propel themselves, right? Because what happens is that, and I'm gonna break it down as much as I possibly can, and I'm gonna use stars, right? We call them stars. We call celebrity stars, which is synonymous to energy, because star is what? A star is energy, right? It's a burst of energy. It's energy in its truest state, right? A star, right? Okay, so bear with me now, because I'm doing this off the dome, right? I'm doing this off the dome, so bear with me. So if y'all got any peace, beautiful souls, peace for everyone that's coming in. So I'm gonna take a star that is very, we all know Beyonce, right? So what has happened is that whatever talent that she believed that she had, right? The conception of how it started is that whatever talent that she believed that she had, it compiled in the belief, or it compiled in the belief. I appreciate you holding this space. Gratitude. It compiled. She started her belief of herself, of self. That was the core of the energy. Then what happened now, she got others to believe in her. So now that their energy now is compiling with her energetic belief. So this is the connection of energy, right? Then it started to manifest into the aspect of others starting to believe in her focus of talent, of what she had for herself, right? Y'all see the buildup. Okay, the build up. So now it started off with one, and it has now since multiplied, right? Because now she's getting energies from other external aspects to come into her initial conception of belief. Now, what this belief does, or this compoundment of energy does, it gives you more confidence, right? It's because at first you're a little shaky, right? You're a little it's harvesting, yes. So you got good harvesting. It's all about intentions. Everything is about intentions. All things is about intentions. What are your intentions going into the aspect of what is going to take place? What are your true intentions? And some people have good true intentions, and then there are bad true intentions in harvesting energy. So when we get all of the beliefs now, it started to multiply, because now you got other people that believe in, and you got other people that, and so in this whole aspect of this one seed, right, where her initial thing, it has now manifested into getting other energies to come in, right, to propel that one thought that she thought of, and she had the courage and the energy to push, and that was the belief in self, right? And now she has the belief the size of a mustard seed, because remember, it's the belief will get you over the hill, right? The belief will get you over the hill, right? But the knowing is the real power, right? So she started off with the belief, and because she was energetically harvesting other people's energy to which we call support, but the way I'm understanding metaphysics and quantum physics is all energy, baby. It's all energy. We gotta start, calling a duck a duck. You know what I'm saying? It's all energy, right? So when the belief or the energy started to go into her, right? And she had the belief, now she's moving from a place of knowing, right? So the knowing now that I got talent, because the belief done move into a knowing aspect. She has the energetic that supported her initial aspect from the belief into the knowing to get her into the knowing spot, right? So now she knows she has talent. And now you got external people now believing in her talent that she now knows, which now the more energy that you get, the people, because people are energy. So imagine millions and millions of energy. It can light up a city, right? The amount of energy that this young lady has, if you look at it from an energetic perspective, it can power a whole city, probably a whole damn state, or probably a whole country, if you see us as energy, right? So this is the reason why, right? This is the reason why prosperity and all of these other things can easily come to her, because energetically, we have propelled her being energetically and fueled her being energetically, externally, right? It has harvested all of that. So when we see the millionaires and the billionaires and, they have mastered the material plane, What we never connected is that we were the one that supported that, but we were limited in our thoughts, thinking that it was the sales of the records and all of the, the things that she was doing from that perspective, which that's energy as well, right? It's still a transfer of energy. So even if you did an electronic sale, it's still an intention that went into that. It's still a transfer of energy. Whoever created the inception of that, it's all energy. So this is why these people, maintain a level of success, because their belief came into a knowing, and then they had the energies to support that knowing, to give them the foundation to stand on their own 10 in that knowing. So now the manifestation of anything that they want to manifest is now going to be able to happen in the material plane because of the energies that support it from external aspect. So imagine if we saw each other in that way, right? We saw each other in that way. It would change the dynamics energetically, right? It would create a level of oneness, because there would be more of an assurity of self. And then it will position us energetically to move ourselves in a knowing, right? In a knowing spot. This is why that a person can have, let's look at it from a different perspective. A person can have talent, but they understand that in order for that talent to propel, they either got to give it energy, or if they don't want it to propel, they suffocate it and they starve it from that external, because the external aspect makes you ascend extremely fast. It makes, because now you have supporting energy. This is why now I'm finna connect it to the bad aspect of energy harvesting, right? Because we all love music. We all love the support. We never really looked at it from that perspective. But now we're making the connection that the reason why they are called stars is because they have the energetic value from the external aspect, right, of our support to be illuminated as such because of the energy. Now, that's just a good way to look at it. The same thing is going on right now with what they're doing right now, right? Energetic harvesting. And I know that it's hard for us to not have a sensitive spot to all of these actions that are taking place. But if I could get people to understand that it's all illusion, it's an illusion. I know it's hard to fathom that, but it is an illusion, and they're energetically harvesting that for the same way that we gave Beyonce that energy of excitement voluntarily. We are involuntarily, but yet voluntarily giving our energies in sadness. It's still energy. It's still energy. But where it falls at vibrationally is on the lower aspect of vibration, because it's sadness. It's the mentality of guns and war and different things of that nature. And another thing to understand of this true Hollywood story, right? Because this is a true, they set the stage for everything. So this reality that we're living in under this energy is the true Hollywood story. Okay. So they're setting the stage up for what it is that they're behind the scene, this particular distraction, where all of these laws are being passed and different things of that nature to further take control over your person, right? So that they can have control over your person, your being, right? Because they understand, that they got to keep you distracted. They need the energy to harvest, right? So they can matriculate that energy alchematically into what it is that they want to do to us, as long as we are in a state of slumber. Because once you understand yourself and you move from a place of knowing, this is why they're trying to move with a swift hand. This is why when have you noticed, like, massacre after massacre? This is the stage, fam. And I don't want to feel like I'm being insensitive about it. I don't know how, but this is a stage, right? This is the setting of the stage. And you see they're constantly inundating you in social media because they understand that we're visual. It's the same shit, different day. The same format, the same, because they feel like they got us like that. And we got to move different to say that this is a new sheriff is in town, right? A new sheriff is in town. A new energy is in town right now, right? So we got to call a spade a spade. You feel me? No, that ain't what it is. That boy looked like a prosthetic, a iRobot, right? You got to set we have to show the difference in frequency, that we are aware, that the masses, because remember, collectively, we are that mighty fist, right? We cannot move in fear. We have to call a spade a spade. No, this is a setup to keep us distracted from what it is that you're trying to do over here. We have to vocalize that. But in order to vocalize it, we have to be aware. Yes, it may look like it's a tragic thing, but we have to call a spade a spade. If you are aware that it's a spade, you have to call a spade. And you cannot speak from a place of, I think it is. You got to know that that's what it is. And you have to stand on all 10 with that energy in that knowing, because the knowing is the powerful energy. Just like the fact that Beyonce, when Beyonce had the belief in herself, and she had the supporting energy to put her in a place of knowing. That knowing is what propelled her in conjunction with the energy that supports her. 222, Ashe. Master builder. Okay? So I just wanted to give a visual, because we're very visual people. We are very visual. This is why they're constantly inundating you of this tragic event. How many times is it going to take to let you know that this happened, that these many people died? Oh, XYZ. I'm not being insensitive, but how many times do you need to see that in order to know that? How many times do you really need to see? You got to ask yourself, why is it being played over and over again and again? And another thing is that my take of what's happening is that they're setting the stage to disarm the public, right? Now, I posted something that in every tragedy in terms of a massacre, a mass shooting, it's always an AK-15 or AK-47 or whatever, regardless. That right there should tell you, same shit, different day. It's the same shit, different day. Harvesting of energy. Building an agenda. Alchemically using the energy to facilitate something to their benefit, to keep us stagnant in our ascension. Stagnant in a sense where the lower aspect of the oneness can reside because they're earthbound energies. They cannot ascend. You have to understand it, and it behooves us to really move ourselves into the aspect of who we are energetically, quantumly, at the true aspect of our being. They're distracting us from the meeting they are having to give away our health over sovereignty. It's a lot more. Yes, that's a part of it, but it's a lot more than that, because if they made that information public, it's far much more deeper than that. When they make information like that public, they need our energy to invest in it. The only reason why I'm mentioning this is because I'm trying to plant seeds. Otherwise, I would not give it no life. It does not serve us purpose for me to even have a conversation about it. But my intentions, the purest of my intentions, is to plant seeds so that maybe I don't have to talk about it. We could just be about it. We could be about that life and do what we need to do, right? Because the very little talk that I give it is still giving it life. It's still giving it energy. We're still giving the magic to them for them to be able to facilitate what it is. Whenever you see them put something out there in the masses, they want us to discuss it. They want it in our thoughts, because that is the energetic harvesting of what they use. That's how they harvest the energy. So, because guess what? This shit out there that's going on, they ain't putting out there for us to know about, because they don't need us to know about that part. The universal law is that they got to let you know. You understand what I'm saying? So that whenever they put something out, what you need to understand, they need you to bring this thing into manifestation. They need your energy to bring. So when they put it out there in the public, they need your energy. They're harvesting your energy to bring it into manifestation. This is the prime reason why they put it out there in public, right? So So now when we see it, right, and they constantly inundating you, they want you to talk about it because they need for the energy. They need to harvest the energy to bring it into fruition, to bring it into manifestation. They're doing the energetic harvesting for the alchemic purpose of whatever it is that they're trying to utilize the energy for. So so when we see these things, we are not to give it life. Just like what they say, if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off. If it serve us no purpose, do not give it life to sustain. And like I say, I'm only talking about it because I'm just trying to plant seeds so that when we see these things, right, just it instantly connect. Oh, they want our energy. Especially if it's something that is a disservice to us. We should not give it no life, no communication, no talk about, no nothing. We should remain silent within ourselves and not give any energy to things that we do not want to see, especially if it is a detriment to our being. So if they put it out there in the masses, it's 9 or 10 times is universal law, and they're also trying to harvest energy to bring it into fruition and to bring it into manifestation. Everything is about energy. Everything. And until we get to see ourselves as such, it'll be difficult for us to realize what is really truly transpiring right before our eyes, right? You have to move from a place of knowing, right? And it doesn't make you less sensitive. It just makes you more aware of what really truly is versus what it is that they want you to believe. And I know I sound like a broken record, but that's what they utilize on us, constantly repetition, inundating us repetitiously over and over and over again, because they realize that it's repetitious. That's a part of the energetic harvesting to create what it is that you want to create and bring it into fruition, into manifestation. They understand that. That's why you write the same sentence over and over and over again, because the aspect of repetition puts it in your mind to bring it, the energy to bring it into fruition. They understand that. This is why they're constantly inundating us. Every time you scroll through your phone, do all these things, they're boom, to remind you, this is the shit I want you to bring into fruition. I want you gotta stay, this gotta stay in your mind, because we are visual in nature. So they constantly inundate you so that you can visually see and think about it like, damn shit, you thinking about it. You gave it energy, an ounce or a gallon. It doesn't matter. They ain't picking, choosing, and refusing. They don't care how much they get, a little or a lot. They don't care. It's something that's better than nothing, right? So I just wanted to put that out there to give you guys the example of the good aspect of energetic harvesting, how we have always been harvested. We have always been harvested. But the thing of it is now is that we have to stand on our own 10 toes in confidence of ourselves and move from a place of knowing, right? So that way we can understand what is actually going on around us with a different set of eyes, right? For a different energy, right? Because it's levels to this. And you could put the same thing, you could put the same sentence in front of somebody, and somebody gonna probably understand it differently, right? So we have to now try to groom ourselves. And this is why I'm going to always, in any of the lives I ever do, always say, move from within. Move from a place of knowing. And in order to do that, you got to know yourself, know thyself, right? It is imperative in these now times. So don't pay attention to anything that is a disservice to you. Only put your energy into the growth end of it. Only put your energy into you. Because when you put your energy into you, right, it inadvertently be a service to others. This is why they always tell you to externally not to look at you first, to look at somebody else. No, in order for you to help somebody, you first got to help yourself. You first got to be healed. You first got to do the things that you have to do for you. You have to focus on self. They tell you not to focus on self. Oh, that's selfish. That's this. No, that's only if that is your intention. But if your intention is to heal yourself so that you could be of benefit not only to yourself but to others, the intention is a different energy. Right? The purest of intention that is of good for the greater good of mankind is different energy than the intention of somebody that wants to do something bad, right? Low vibrational, low frequency. It's all about setting the intention. So if you are setting your intention to better yourself, then inadvertently the reflection of that is going to be seen in others. You have to be what you want to see, right? Because we only attract who we are. You are what you get. So if you're looking around you and you don't like what you see, then the change ain't for them. The change is for you. They're just reflecting, they're a reflection of what you need to do for yourself. They are benefiting you by being a reflection externally of what it is that you see that you want to change within you. Because once you make that change within you, the reflection around you would change to reflect that of you. And until we get that, right? It's going to all seem convoluted and crazy, right? It's you. It's always been you. Be what you want to see. And no, when they do this stuff and they try to constantly inundate you, close your eyes. That's why a lot of times I speak with my eyes closed, because I'm speaking from the truth of me in my mind's eye, so that I am not distracted by things over here, things over there. I am in full focus of what it is that I want to convey, because I want to set the tone, because I'm being what I want to see. So I don't need nothing to distract me on either side of my parameters, so that I can focus on the true intention of my being. So sometimes, in order for us to get to the truth of self, we have to remove all of the distractions that are there to divert us from that, right? We have to focus on ourselves. It's always been about you, getting you together. And with all of these things that are going on around us, these constant, like I always say, we're booked and busy all the time. We're booked and busy. We're booked and busy, right? To keep us away from ourselves, right? But when they want us, when they want our energy, when they ready to harvest us big time overload, they do all of this stuff. They constantly inundate you just to keep you distracted and collect that energy. And they got some alchemists and all of these formulas and all of these sorcery, just harvesting the energy, just harvesting it, right? Because the ritual has already been set for what it is that they're harvesting the energies for. So I just wanted to put that out there to give I don't know if I did okay in terms of trying to give you guys a visual. Y'all can let me know if I did all right. Just drop some nines or something, because I be trying, y'all. I be really trying to be able. Somebody told me that I'm complicated in my how I explain it, but I think I'm just about as layman as I could possibly be. I don't speak those big words or anything like that, but just let me know if you guys understand what it is that I am saying. Thank you. Gratitude. Gratitude, because I was told that I'm complex, and I'm like, how am I complex? I don't know how to break it down no further than how I'm breaking it down. So this is why, I was given an analogy of, the superstars that, we create a supernova. Our energy in the stars, right? In the celebrities create supernovas, supernova energy. Can you imagine that? Right? Our energy creates supernova energies, right? Stars within the stars. If we understand ourselves from an energetic value and look at that visual, then we can see how great we truly are. I see the highness in all of us. I know the highness in all of us, and I'm doing my due diligence to make everybody at least see the highness of yourself as I see you. I really truly do. We as a collective are supernova energy. We are supernova energy. Look up supernova, right? These are why they call them stars, because they understand that when the energies is harvested from external, they are stars. They are nova energy. That is what propels and allows manifestation to be so great and vast and so rapid, right? So I just wanted to say that and put that in and put that out there. Only a fool for you will understand. Well, that's what we're trying to do, Blue Banyetta. We're trying to get more than just a few. You know, the talk is saying that it's only 1% of the chosen that are here. But I don't want to put a number on that. I want to say that we're infinite, that the energies have infinite capabilities of creating change. You just gotta be ready to be on board for that. You know, so we're going to change. We're changing that. The change is already taking place, right? The change is here. So with that being said, you guys, you're right. Pay it no mind. Back to the rise. Absolutely. All right. Exactly. Right. So with that being said, beautiful souls, once again, I'm always going to remind you that you are abundant. You are opulence. You are the greatest thing since anything. You are greater than the lies that has ever been told to you. All the lies that has been told to you. You're greater than your traumas. You are the best thing. You always focus on yourself and be what you want to see. You are the true opulence. You are the true abundance. And you have to move from a place of knowing that. And I will always in you. So with that being said, once again, I salute to the divinity within you. And have an amazing remainder of your day. I hope I did okay in terms of my little explanation. If not, DM me or write under the comments if they allow me to save this live, and then we can move forward. We can grow. We can grow together. We can rise together. We are rising, but we can rise together, right? So I love you guys. Peace with you all. Have an amazing day. Later. Gratitude to you. Gratitude to all of you for the energetic exchange. I truly appreciate it. It's confident building, and I love you guys for it. Gratitude. Later.